Hi, Socks. Say hi to the camera. Say hi to the camera. This is Socks, everybody. Socksadeli. Hey, Socks. Hey, buddy. He's half chow, half husky, aka a chusky. So he's not going with us this morning. It will be me and my son. And we're gonna head up the world here in a moment because we got a 2.5 hour drive. So next time you see me, we'll be in the car getting it in. Beautiful people. So of course, I knew you weren't wondering if I was gonna stop and get Starbucks or not. Gotta do that. That's almost like a ritual. So of course, Starbucks. And of course, I'm gonna get an oatmeal, and I'm probably gonna get the iced cloud caramel macchiato. That's like the new joint right there. And so I'm gonna get Elijah a white hot chocolate, and it should make for a great little morning drinking and breakfast. No, for real. Ya Boi wants to win. What's going on, road runners? So we have made it to the location, and it's the other side of the parking lot. I believe it's like JFK parking lot, not 100% sure, but we are here. Now it's time to go and get registered. Of course, pre-registration was done already, so now it's just time to go get the race number and get ready for today's 10:05 race. So again, thank you for clicking this vid. Please give me a thumbs up if you like it. Please subscribe, and yeah, there's more to come. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. From your boy C-Dub, aka Crit Whit. Peace.
We have Crit Whit in the house. All
They love you, boy.
masters 50-55 plus, please report to the start finish line. All masters.
No, the guy in the gray shorts is explaining to them what's going on. They'll know where the podium is.
549952.
Thank you, sir. It's
The
gonna
last
be right
one.
here. After it gets there you go.
All right, thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so got 6:22, and let's get pinned up and let's get ready. Let's do it.
Setting everything else up. But yeah, no, I'm good, man.
So how you like this side better than the other side?
You know what? I don't know. It's hit and miss. I like the other side better.
Because it's got
It's just
that little,
bigger, that little hill.
Yeah, it's got the little hill.
So just, yeah, know that we are, unfortunately, we are moving the date to the 29th. It'll be guaranteed, but we'll be September 29th.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because and then we will be over at
the other spot.
At the other spot, guaranteed,
okay.
guaranteed. Because that was the whole
y'all
thing.
Just heard it. So September 29th, the other location, guaranteed from Alfie himself.
Yes. And I do apologize, guys. That was kind of the deal with this course because we got a better break, and of course you saw those guys out there drifting. There's drifting cars out there, and of course I guess those guys got a lot more money than obviously we do. But
hey, it made for interesting series since it's a different race location for the second one and then the other one. So hey, makes it different, makes it unique, and makes it strategic. So let's see what happens today. But sit back, relax. It's about to get good.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna make this one just a little bit different. We're gonna ask my son Elijah what my goals are for today. So I'm gonna tell him I need 3 goals, and we're gonna see what he tells me. So here he is right here. EJ, question for you.
What's up?
Hopefully they can see you. So what are your dad's 3 goals for today? So I need 3 goals.
He needs 3 goals. All right.
He's on the spot, ladies and gentlemen. So this is no pre-planned anything. He is on the spot. So here we go.
I got first goal. Top 10.
All right, top 10.
Finish the race.
Finish the race. That's always good. What's the third one?
Do your best.
And do my best. Let's get it. Let's get it. Runners, so of course I'm in that new 1.0 and just the jersey, but I'm out here right now. So as you heard from Elijah, my goals are top 10 finish and to race smart. So that's the ultimate plan, but for me, of course, it's the podium, it's to win and get top 10. But we out here, I'm excited to be here. We made it safely. So I'm gonna do a warm up now, 30-minute, 45-minute warm up. It is currently 9:19. The race goes down at 10:05. So let's do what we do, beautiful people. Let's do what we do. While warming up, your boy gets a front flat. So a lot of small little thorns next to these hedges. So I'm gonna go change that flat and get back to warming up. Got both tires fixed, changed real quick. Now I'm actually on the course, still warming up. It's 9:57. Race is in about 8 minutes, so I'm gonna try to get a leg warm up versus a body one. So the next thing you'll see after this is the 30 plus 3-4 race. Let's get it. What's going on, beautiful people? Hopefully you all have enjoyed the video thus far, and due to the outcome of this video, as you saw in the notice, I'm presenting you all something a little bit different. It is an actual vlogger seed-up video with commentary in it. So let me know down in the comments below. Let me know if you like it or not. Give a thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't. Hopefully there are no thumbs downs, but we're gonna press on anyway. Again, thank you for taking your time to see another Crit Whit video. And this is Santa Anita Park Crit. This is the race number 2 of 3 series. And as you guys heard, the next race will be on September 29th. And I'm currently sitting behind Lewis of Cycle Pro. This is the first lap of the race. This is a 40-minute long race. But things didn't go so well. So this is roughly about a 20-minute race for your boy C-Dub, and we'll get into that as the race prolongs. So right now, just coming under Lewis, coming up on Tasso, right there, 668 or 669, excuse me. That's Tasso to the left and Courier, And again, we're about to close out lap number 1. This was a new course because Alfie of Majestic Cycling had to relocate from location 1 to location 2. As he mentioned before, there was some drift cars going on. I guess they had more money, whatever the case may have been. And the racetrack owner or whatever caused Alfie to have to move location. So we are currently on JKL parking lot, as I mentioned earlier in this video. So again, I'm sitting on Tasso's wheel. You saw the gentleman go underneath me in the white kit. That was Adrian Cole. You see in my rear camera, hopefully you guys like the rear camera angle, because I'm riding my Union Sport Hars saddle. Because my rail system is a little bit different from my Moselle saddle, or even my Specialized Power saddle, I had to get creative and do some research, and I found a rear skewer GoPro mount. And if you want to see or get any information on that, please let me know in the comment section below. But right now you see Lewis in the rear camera, or excuse me, not Lewis, but Irvin in the rear camera in that nice breakaway kit. I'm currently sitting on behind Kevin of VELO Pasadena, and I believe this is Tristan just to my right with SC VELO. And again, this is completing of lap 2. So I think this course is like 0.8 of a mile, not very long at all. As you see the course layout in the top right of the screen, at the bottom left of the screen, you see my cadence, you see my speed, you see my heart rate. I put the grade on here because it was about a 1 to 2% little climb in this section right here of the course, and you also see my power. Something you're going to notice big time in this race is my heart rate. My heart rate was elevated the entire race. I think my lowest was 174, something like that. My average heart rate for this race was 174. That says something. So as you will find out, I believe I am tired. I believe my body is kind of saying, all right, brother, it's time to take a recovery. It's time to take a step back and time to get ready for the 2020 season. But, you know, you win some, you lose some, you get dropped in some, and you don't show up for some, I guess. But we're here. As you see right there, I believe that is just to my right. That is of SBW, I believe that's Hilario. You see here Irvin to my right. Again, I'm sitting behind 621, which is Tristan. You see Kevin right there in the VELO Pasadena kit. And so this is where I'm sitting right here. But ultimately, this race was a different location, and the course was totally different than the other one. This was very hard, a very hard race to figure out what line you wanted to be on. You know, and it's like as soon as you get on the straightaway to be able to kind of make up some positions and whatnot, you find yourself in the turn again. And as I was mentioning before, my heart rate is elevated, as you see right now, 184. The temperature at this period of time for this race, which started at 10:05, roughly 10:06, it was only 88 degrees. So my heart rate is elevated, saying that the body is tired. And, you know, you pay the piper when the body's tired. So anyway, once the whistle blown, Ben of Hit Squad, who got first in the first race of the series, he went off the front and the group was chasing from the beginning. He pretty much got caught. We caught him, but of course we had to, you know, put some pedal to the metal, and we had to, you know, stay on the gas the whole time. So we caught him, thus causing my heart rate to be elevated. As soon as we caught him, as you saw Irvin of Breakaway, hence the name Breakaway, when we caught Ben, you will see here, as you probably can see them down there at the right over there, that is Irvin and Ben and another gentleman who pretty much Irvin countered, and they were broke away. So the pace was up again because we were trying to catch the breakaway, but was unsuccessful because as soon as you got going in the straight, you find yourself turning again. You find yourself going good in the straight, next you know you're turning again. So right now we just had OJ of Paddock Racing Team come over the top of me. I'm jumping on Louis' wheel. We got Rusty going up of Breakaway or of Slow Burn. He's going up. We got James right here to my left, which is also a member of VELO Pasadena. His teammate is Kevin. So again, a couple of guys here in the race have teammates. again, your boy's riding solo, so I don't have any teammates. And actually in this race, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys saw earlier, your boy is rocking that new 1.0, the Crit Whit jersey 1.0. And so right now you already see I'm off of the back of James. You see there's a gap in front of me. And I just feel like my legs were struggling. I felt like everything was mush. I felt like my brake pads were holding onto my wheels. I just nothing was working. My son was there. You see him as we go through the start finish. He's there recording. And so 619 right here, that is Kevin. I think that's Kevin. That's not Kevin. That's another person. I think that may be, I don't know what that guy's name is, but he actually, the guy in the red right there, he pushed me to help me because I, for some reason, was having a very hard time staying on these wheels. So the guy right here in the red, he just helped me a little bit because I really did need it. So right here, you see me move up a little bit. You see we got James in the rear camera. I'm really liking my new rear camera angle. Please let me know in the comment section below what you think about it. So now you see Irvin going off the front. If you look up the front, Irvin is now going off the front. He's counterattacking because we caught Ben in his solo breakaway attempt. And then as soon as we caught him, Irvin went off the front. Boom. So Irvin is off the front. And then next, as you come up to this turn, I guess you call this turn number 2. As we come up to it, you will see Irvin kind of going the opposite direction. All of us, there he goes right there. And you see two guys on his wheel. That breakaway stuck. And we were again on the hammer. And you see my heart rate is still in the 175, in the 170s. And as you all know, my heart rate or my recovery zone is in the 160. So again, we're on the hammer. We're going down here. You see I'm hitting over 200 and something watts. We're going down here right now, but yet my heart rate is still elevated. We're only going 24 miles an hour. My cadence is 87. So I have Louis and I have James in the rear camera. I'm currently sitting on Tasso's wheel of Courier. And again, it's like you're in the straight for like 5 seconds and you find yourself in the turn again, and you're in the turn for like 10, 15 seconds, and then you're in the straight. And this, on the top portion of the straight here that we're coming into, that's all kind of like uphill. It's like a 1% to 2% up, gradual uphill, which it does tax your leg. And then it has this little chicane in it for some reason. We had a little chicane in the course when it was all done via cones versus it just being kind of a straight run to that area. But you see here, I go underneath the peloton because they're trying to figure out who's going to get up front and work. You had Kyle Cooper up there slaying himself, really trying to bring that breakaway back. So right here, you got Tasso in front of me. You got right here in the white kit I mentioned earlier, number 610, that is Adrian Cole. He's riding solo in front of the guy in front of us with the orange helmet on. He's riding with Monster Media. That's Dylan, and he actually went down later on in the race. You won't see that in the video, but he ended up going down later on in the race. And there was a lot of people that was a few people that came out here, but there was a good amount of people that actually pulled themselves from races, just did not, complete the race just because it was really, really hard to pick what line you wanted to go. And there was a lot of small little potholes in the road. As you can see, a lot of gravel was in the road. And so it was really, really hard to pick what lane you wanted to be in because you may find yourself going towards a pothole, going towards gravel, trying to stay out of the wind. There was just a lot of different variables. And then at the same time, because of the breakaways and because we were consistently chasing, it made for a very, very hard race. And then to include, I just wasn't feeling 100. I just wasn't feeling it. So as you see here, I got Adrian behind me, kind of got squares out right there between the cones and the rear camera. You can see him back there. And so again, I'm happy to have a rear camera again. I'm really happy to have a rear camera so you can see what's going on behind me. So we can't just focus on what's going on in front of me. But as I always say, that it's very vital and it's very important to be able to see what's going on behind you as well as in front of you, especially when you're looking at video, looking at film. It's good to be able to see the dynamic of what's going on. So right now, again, trying to stay behind people. I'm coming up on 668. 668 is... That's Hilario, and I believe Hilario actually broke away or was second at Manhattan Beach. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he did. That's Rooney up here, SBW as well, 609. That's Rooney. And again, I'm sitting on Dylan's wheel of Monster Media. Dylan is a new subscriber, so welcome to the family, brother. I really appreciate your subscription. But yeah, so we're just going away. You can see my Spinergy wheels. I really like the rear camera, so I can't mention it enough right now because you can actually see my Spinergy wheels right there. Ride Spinergy. Go check out Spinergy. The link is down in the description below because I am a brand ambassador for them. So go check out the Spinergy's wheels. They're actually doing a contest right now. If you design a Spinergy set, meaning you can kind of design the put a different color on the Spinergy logo that's on the wheel. You can also pick which colorway you want the spokes to be. And Wattage Cottage, she is kind of running that contest. So if you submit that and do everything that she mentioned in her Instagram page, Wattage Cottage, go check that out on Instagram. You can have an opportunity to wheel some gravel, road, or aero rims or something like that. So go check that out at Spinergy, and again, the link is down in the description below. But right now, sitting on Dylan's wheel, and this event is put on by Majestic Cycling, which the race organizer is Alfie Sanchez. Again, Alfie, we thank you and we appreciate you for putting on something, giving us something to do. But brother, I do think course number 1 is better of the 2 courses, and I believe you even mentioned that earlier in the video that you like course number 1 better. And brother, I high five you on that because I like course number 1 as well versus course number 2. But right now, so you see we're still going. I'm pushing over 200, almost 300 watts. You see the grade is 2%. My heart rate, again, in the 180s. I'm at 185 right now. And we're only going 22, 23 miles an hour, doing 94 revolutions per minute. I don't really think it was the heat that was getting to me. I just think it was bodily fatigue. I believe my legs were tired, and I really just feel like I could not turn them over. Like I was really struggling most of this race. You know, drove 2 hours up here, which I don't think that was an issue. I can tell you all, I did make my oatmeal, but I did not eat it, and I really wasn't hungry. You know, I was hydrating and I was drinking, and I had some waffle and some peanut butter and some veggie sausages before I came up here, and I really was not hungry or anything of that nature. I just really wanted to hydrate because I knew that it was warm or hot up here in Arcadia, so I'm ensured that I was well hydrated, but I did not eat my oatmeal. So some of you all may say you didn't eat your oatmeal, that's why you didn't do as well as you wanted to do, but I beg to differ. You know, I wasn't hungry, and at the same time, I had a lot happen to me at the beginning of this race. I got 2 flats. I was actually warming up, doing a 20-minute warm-up, as you guys had saw or heard. I was doing a 20-minute warm-up, and I was trying to do a warm-up, you know, trying to do a 45-minute warm-up, and my front tire had thorns in it. Front tire had thorns in it, so I'm walking my bike, and I'm like, you know what, let me check that rear tire just to make sure we're good. I find 1 thorn in it, and of course, who would have thought? So I pulled that thorn out, and there goes wind or air coming out the tire. So I literally had a front and a rear tire minutes before this race. So right now, I'm currently sitting on Kyle Cooper's wheel, and Kyle is a category 3. He catted up actually just after the last Santa Anita Park Crit race, which was the first race of the of this series. So again, congratulations to you, Kyle. And he actually did really good. I think he got like 5th in this race, which only had like 20 people in it. And then he did the category 3 race and got like 5th again or something. So he did really, really well out here, really strong rider. And I'm just always happy to be able to ride with strong guys and just be able to see friends and family when I go to these different events. But yeah, so this was just, you know, a very hard race for your boy C-Dub. And yeah, I'm happy that I made it through it, but I'm not happy how I made it through it, if you understand what I'm saying. So we're here, you see here, I'm close to the front. I'm like 6th wheel right now. So we got Kevin in front of me, we have Adrian Cole in front of me, we got Lewis coming up to the front. I'm passing Adrian, trying to stay up close to Kevin. We have Dylan up there, we have Kyle Cooper up here, and I believe this is Ben, well, that's not Ben, that's I can't remember. That's Ben's teammate for his squad. He actually got 2nd in the first Santa Anita Park Crit. So he got 1st. So now you see in my rear camera, you see the little gap between me and Adrian Cole coming underneath Louis staying close to Kevin's wheel, but yet my heart rate is still in the 170s. So it's still up there, which is fine. But the only issue that I have is that there has been no point of me really being able to recover to get my heart rate to drop down in the 160s. And because I hadn't had any opportunity to really recover, it was like balls to the wall the entire time. And that was hurting me, let alone my legs really did not 100% purge out from my event of the previous Saturday. I rode with two local clubs last Saturday, and that really, if I say really one more time, that will really hurt me. But it did me in. So you saw up there that Kyle pulled out because nobody was pulling up, so he kind of swayed out to the left, allowing somebody else to come up to the front to do it. And then you see me pulling out to the left because they were pushing it a little bit harder. My heart rate was at 185, and they were pushing harder. And I'm like, I'm at 185, I'm almost at 190. So I pulled out to the left, hoping that some people will come underneath me so I can jump back in. You see OJ's passing me. You see a plethora of people passing me right now. And so now I'm trying to jump back in. You got the rear camera. You see James is coming underneath me. You got Kyle Cooper in the rear camera. You have Louis in the rear camera. And now I'm coming up on James's wheel. And I was able to find a good line in turn number 2 so I could carry my momentum. But I can tell you, the first probably 4 or 5 laps, I was struggling really trying to find a line of how to get through that because there was potholes in the turn as well as there was loose gravel in the turn. So it really made it really hard. There's my son right there at the start finish, and he was really encouraging me on. So Elijah, I really appreciate you for telling me to go dad, push dad, stay with it dad. And I really was trying to do his goals of, getting top 10, finishing, and I was really just trying to do my best. So I was trying to, meet the goals of my son because he did choose to come on this 2-hour journey with me. As you guys saw earlier, he was in the van knocked out as I was slaying behind that driver's wheel. So right now you see there's another gap in front of me because we're going up a little bit. So you see Louis and with Cycle Pro, those guys are all up. So now I got a little gap. The last guy who was on my wheel, he came underneath me, and he's going up to the group, and I'm not able to do anything. My heart rate's at 184, and we got like 2 more minutes in this video, in this commentator portion, and I wasn't able to do anything right now. So I was hoping that in this section I could let my body weight bring me back to the tail end of the group, and in the turn, I was like, maybe if I get a good line, I can catch back up and get really back infused in this group. And that's one thing on these small courses, you really got to stay in the middle of the course. You got to stay, or the middle of the field. You got to stay up to the front. Otherwise, as soon as you get off the back of these small courses, they're fast. And as soon as you get disconnected, it's really hard to get back on, as you see right here. Let alone my fitness was not 100, but at the same time, because it is a small, fast course with these two big turns, and then one being large, as you see that we're in now, and then one being a tighter turn. My words of wisdom is you got to stay in the middle of the group. Don't go further past half of the group, or stay up closer to the front. You see, I'm pretty much at the back end of the group. Nobody's behind me, and the breakaway was working flawlessly. And it was kind of discouraging because you could literally see the breakaway just on the other side of the course because there was nothing in the middle of this course. It was just a big open parking lot. So you really could see where the breakaway was. And so it was really depressing. As you see in my rear camera, they're coming through now. And in moments you see them pass me. So now I've been lapped by the breakaway group. So I'm -1. Breakaway group passed me. Couldn't do anything about it. You see me, I'm barely pedaling 75 revolutions per minute. My power is dropping. I tried to give it a little effort, and I just wanted to finish. I just wanted to make it around to the finish. 40-something seconds left in this little video right here, ladies and gentlemen. And I just want y'all to know your boy was struggling. Your boy had a hard time on this course. This course truly kicked my butt. This course was not one that I was proud of, and I was just happy to be able to make it out alive. So please let me know down in the comment section below what you think, how you feel. Let me know if you like the rear camera because I'm loving it. And sit back and enjoy it because there's more coming from your boy. Well, road runners, it did not go as anticipated. To be honest with you, probably ever since last Saturday doing that 105, legs haven't felt the same all week. I was hoping that they would have purged out, but I think they're just tired. But ultimately, your boy didn't get a good warm-up. I did like 20 minutes. I need 30 to 45 to an hour of warm-up. It's hot up here, and then the course just was not favorable. It was hard. It was, you know, uphill, potholes, gravel, braking, trying to figure out what line you want to take in the turns with potholes and gravel. So this secondary course was not a good one. As you heard earlier, the next one is September 29th. To be honest with you, I think I may be done for the season. Wrap it up, recover, get stronger, get better, get faster. And I was close to being Cat 3 eligible. I was close. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, double flat during the warm-up. Pretty much a DNF to finish out my season. Was not the way that I wanted to go out. But, you know, you win some, you lose some, and you don't finish some. You don't start some. It's kind of the way that the cookie crumbles sometimes. So, again, thank you guys for all the support for this season. But this is not the last you'll see of me. There's still local rides. There's still going to be probably some Grand Fondos, some donut rides, some Fiesta, some flow hosts. There's still more to come. So please stay tuned for what greatness is in store for your boy C-Dub for 2020. So on to the next one. Holla at you guys. Peace.